Hold on, this is a classic moment. Hawaiian professional big wave surfer comes to Hatteras for a big swell.
And it's like 40 feet. I didn't know the East Coast got this big.
Oh my gosh.
I'd say we're going surfing.
Is that pipeline?
He's going. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Love you guys.
Love you. Love you. Love you.
Oh, do you guys smell that? Do you feel it? Of course you don't, you're on the internet, but it feels like fall. I'm in jeans and a sweatshirt. It's chilly out and we're getting absolutely hammered by a nor'easter, so let's go check it out. Well, welcome back, y'all. This is what happens when a hurricane and a nor'easter collide. We got Hurricane Teddy out off Bermuda sending huge, like 13 feet, 17 second swell pulsing in. We got a nor'easter up off the coast that's driving in northeast wind swell, and it's just, Wednesday's looking like, I can't even really wrap my head around how good it could possibly be, but oh my gosh, it's the best looking forecast of the year. But right now we're just getting mommicked and not much going on. I'm gonna take this afternoon and tomorrow to rest. I'm gonna get some boards ready. We're in for a wild episode, y'all, so get ready. Hope y'all enjoy. Look at this, just awful. Well, we've got 5'11" Pig Dog Pros, 6'4", showed them, there you go, 6'4" blackout models, and 6'6" blackout models. I honestly never used to ride anything above a 5'11", other than the Mars Swell. The Mars Swell in what, 2016, I rode a 6'4" because it was huge. And honestly, it could be that big tomorrow. So I have learned that a 6'4" and a 6'6", like a bigger board to be able to chase waves down when it's that size is crucial. Like if you're surfing somewhere perfect, you don't need it, but I'm gonna wax up all these Pig Dogs, wax up all the step ups, and be ready for whatever happens tomorrow. We got some Foo Wax original, like this is the warm, this is the summer cool. In case you're oblivious to what Foo Wax is, it is literally the best wax in the world. I will not paddle out and try airs without it. You actually saw 2 episodes ago out at the point, I had that airdrop and my foot slid off the nose and I face planted and buckled the nose of my board. It was because I didn't have Foo Wax on my board. Literally. The day before, everything went great. Next day, I forgot to take it out there with me and just use some other stuff and it went so bad. So, if you haven't been, be sure to check out Foo Wax. I'm just trying to be as prepared for tomorrow as possible. I probably will not sleep tonight. Like honestly, that day in May, I didn't think it was gonna be as big, so I wasn't like super anxious. I don't remember the last time I was this anxious. I'm so anxious. Oh, by the way, you don't need much with this. Just a little swipe. So nervous! The key to success tomorrow is to eat a stupid amount of food tonight and to go to bed at like 8 and get up at 5. Anyway, let's start getting packed up and then we will go and see how it is in the morning. You know it's serious when I take all of my fishing gear out of the car. See you dark and early. I don't really want to drive through any water in the dark. What do you want to meet at 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Surfline, Kurt Corte.
Good morning.
Oh man, what's going on? I knew that it was gonna like build into last night, but did you see it doing this?
I thought the slow periods would obviously pick back up, but I was thinking more like 15, 16, but you know, a peak period of 18 seconds that we had earlier was a little higher than I was thinking. And even beyond that, like I was looking at some of there was a good amount of energy that was, you know, 18 to 24 seconds.
24?
What you're looking at right now compared to what we're going to look at in 10 hours,
Yeah.
it's going to be, you know, pretty significantly different.
Gotcha. What about in like 5 hours?
What about like 5 hours? I would imagine we're going to start
Seeing the
coming
backside.
down on those.
You know, high tide's at 1. I was assuming come like between 10 a.m. and 3, somewhere in there, it's gonna get manageable at those outside bars. Is that too optimistic?
I mean, that's going to be hopefully the combination, right? Is the swell drops enough and the
Tide gets high.
rising tide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal, man.
It'll be close.
Full
How was
send.
it there this morning? Was it just?
Oh, dude, the outer bar looked like the inside.
Oh wow.
It didn't even look like anything at all. It's just so focused, like a mile out.
Wow. What a place we live in.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I love it.
And good luck.
Yeah, thanks, man, and have a good one. Appreciate the info.
You too. Always.
All right, see ya. Look at these guys.
No way! We found him! We found the king of the Outer Banks.
It's the other island.
How you doing? Good to see you.
You're here for as big as it gets, pretty much.
I'm ready to get barreled.
Thank you so much.
40-foot waves. 40 feet anymore, it's now 30.
Yeah.
It looked unsurfable.
Yeah, no.
It looked like you would die.
The one we saw was crazy.
That was if that thing landed on you, you're dead. Dead serious. You saw that wave.
Hold on, this
It
is a
was
classic
crazy.
moment. Hawaiian professional big wave surfer comes to Hatteras for a big swell.
And it's like 40 feet. I didn't know the East Coast got this big.
I don't think anywhere else really does.
I brought 3 5.9 epoxies and 1 5.10 epoxy. That's all I have.
He needs to just go to Reel and just grab one off the rack.
They got it all. Well, driving through the tide and stuff would be probably like 30 minutes from here to there. Here comes the first waves of the incoming tide. Ooh, there's good. Oh, this thing's huge! That wave is massive. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, it pinched. You're done. That wave was still so big. That was amazing. Those waves. Oh. It is insanely big here, y'all. Hey guys, I found this cool spot to check the waves. Look at this!
That's the goal when it's like this.
The more people there are on a day like this,
Out of
the
the
happier I am.
out of the crew, you just need somebody to get one. It's a group effort.
Someone to
Does
get out.
anybody have an impact vest?
Look out front! It's huge! Oh my gosh.
I'd say we're going surfing.
Is that pipeline? Jesse's going surfing.
We're going surfing, boys.
Alright. Well, it's still pretty much too big, but the tide's going high. We've been waiting all day. The swell overperformed. This morning was 16 feet at 18 seconds. We're about to come into high tide, and the worry is that it's still gonna be too big when the tide goes out later, even though the swell is dropping. So we're gonna wax up to 6'6", and we're gonna try and get out there. It's a group effort today. There's a crew of us going, and if anyone gets a good one, then it's a victory for everybody. I'd say there's butterflies in everyone's stomach, because this is one of the top biggest days I've surfed here on the inside bar. So, all right, gonna go change, let's go.
Boys are not stoked on that one.
Someone's going.
Pretty OG, dude.
What? What? No!
know. Jesse Hines, Quentin Turco, Christian Van Vliet took a boat down here today because the road's still closed. Now they've been hitching rides with people, and now we're giving a ride down to the Outer Banks Motel in Buxton. Today was absolutely psychotic how big it was. Not a ton of waves ridden, but that was just exciting to see. Anytime it's as big as it gets in barreling, it's pretty exciting. So time to get off this beach, tighten these things down, and let's roll. Hey, thanks for letting the air out. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, no problem.
We're kind of cruising. Oh, we're drifting. We're cruising, boys. Yes. On the way out with Jesse. What about this one? Oh my gosh. Look at the next one. Oh. Spit both ways. Go left. Here we are, day 2, barely awake. Showed up and checked a few spots, and it wasn't quite what we were expecting today. And then we found the zone. Look at this. Oh. We're just gonna hop out there real quick because there's good waves coming in. The swell's dying rapidly, so we're not sure how long it's gonna last, but feels so good to have some real swell, good conditions, and yeah, morning with just friends. Also, the road's still closed, so yeah, this is just what a rad little adventure. Road should open at noon and floods of surfers should come down, so we're gonna go get it while we can. Let's go. Good day. Good swell. Drew! What's up? Hey.
Look who it is.
Birds aren't
You just
real.
broke a board. How do you feel?
I've broken 2 boards this trip, and this is my last short board. I mean, it's a step up. So,
Hit some turns, man.
yeah. It is what it is, right? I didn't even feel it break, though. I barely landed on it.
I don't know. Kind of looked like you landed pretty hard on
Was
it.
it in the flats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
Well, Jesse and Quentin are heading out. Christian Van Vliet actually already got a ride with someone because the road did open at noon today. Finally, thankful for our amazing DOT there, the bomb. Right now, Jeffrey's out surfing. I was getting some food, dropping these guys off, but I think that we're gonna get one more session in. I'm gonna go look. It might be a little too high tide with the dying swell, but we'll see. It's been an epic day. So anyway, let's hop in the car, say goodbye to these boys, and go check the waves. Have a safe ride, boys. What do you think of Cape Hatteras?
I love it. Coming back every year. Yesterday was mind blowing. I didn't know I'd ever see waves like that on the East Coast. Like,
You didn't either?
nah.
Yeah, but you've seen.
That wave-
I mean,
I've
yesterday
seen it.
was
Yeah,
another.
But when he was out there on his like 5'10", I was losing.
Yeah.
Like paddling out, I could tell he was just like shaking his head like.
And then I just, like, this weird current came after I got out and just took me straight out to sea. I'm like, I'm gonna see a great white. I'm solo. I'm like, everyone just left me.
Then we see you chip in on like a roll-in.
I know, and I
Thought he was
didn't-
at second read.
I thought everyone was like over it or something, so I was like, I'm just gonna come in.
Like when
Yeah.
you came in, when you came in, we were getting denied the second time.
I got denied like 5 times. 4.
I guess I only got denied twice,
Just beginner's luck.
and I just didn't come in. I was like, I'm not coming in.
Dude, you paddled against the current for like a solid hour.
You
and
were
a half.
paddling.
Oh, it was
everyone
like-
was in for like at least an hour.
Yeah,
I felt
In
bad
front.
for
and I didn't catch any waves.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You were just like treadmilling. I'm like, he's gonna pass out. Well, you were in the right
Until
zone,
a wave
and
came.
I was like, oh, he's gonna get the one, and it just
But
never-
like, it kind of got worse. Like when we got out and we're figuring it out, it was firing, and then it got different.
Thank you for having us.
Dude, stoked you got to finally see it.
Wild, dude. Scary, actually.
It's intimidating.
I know, I wasn't
It is,
expecting
dude.
that.
Thank you, Brett.
Have a safe trip back, boys. And girl. See you guys. So, just got back here to where the waves are, and I've been told it's super fun still, so I'm just gonna change and go out. Final session of the Swell. Jesse and Quentin are on the boat on the way home. Koa and Cam and Mason are on their way home. They took a boat to get here as well. Andrew Jacobson's here in town, so we're gonna go catch a few waves to finish off the day. Let's do it right.
Jacobson, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this for the vlog?
Here today, gone the next.
Oh, look at the peak down the beach. Oh, what? There's peaks everywhere. I'm back home. You know how happy I can be here. You know bad, I don't want to go back to the Barley household and
Eat something off the trigger.
eat something nice and just feel like I'm at home.
We need a guest room again. It's weird not having a guest
Oh,
room.
what's going on there?
The kids have their own rooms now.
Well, I'm exhausted. It was an amazing swell. I honestly didn't think today would break good all day long. I thought by this afternoon it was going to be small and we'd be able to call it early, but it was fun until dark. And it was really good this morning. I was surprised at how long it stayed good. You know, it was rad throughout the day as the road opened. The guys who had come here and gotten stuck on purpose or boated in, you know, kind of thinned out as the afternoon went on and guys went home. And you know, everyone that was stuck on the other side started flooding down, and so there was like a changing of crews that I got to surf with, and it was fun to see old friends that I haven't seen in a while, and it was just a good day. But the highlight was yesterday. Yesterday was absolutely massive. I mean, that was the biggest I've seen where we surf on the inside ever. Consistently, for sure. Less than a handful of times have I seen waves over 15 feet that were barreling top to bottom here. Because on the outer bars, it does that all the time. Anytime there's a big swell, it's 20, 30 feet just washing through. That happens on big storms. But for one of the bars we paddle out to on the inside, to be handling that size that it was yesterday, it was historical. And we couldn't even really get out while it was the biggest. And then it was almost like we finally were let out at high tide. And then as the tide flipped, it started dropping and no one got near one of those real big ones. Cam and Quentin got the two biggest waves, but even still their big ones didn't hold a candle to the big ones we saw when we were paddling out and when we were checking it. And that was crazy. And unfortunately, as the tide went out, the swell couldn't drop enough to catch up with how low the tide was getting. So it just kind of was weird and shut down, and there'd be really good ones here and there, but it was so hard. And I paddled and paddled and paddled. And the afternoon we came in and took a break for a little bit, and Quentin and I went back out, and the current had let up. And I was out of position on one set, and then the next one I let go by because I was like, I wasn't under the ledge enough. I wasn't going to make it. So I let it go by. I was like, all right, I'm going to get one. And then these rips blew out for like an hour till dark. And so it was what it was. We gave it a go. And anytime you get through a swell like that, no injuries and everyone's safe, hey, you got to be thankful. So we're stoked, and maybe one of these days we'll get the Sea-Doo out there for a day like that. If you're wondering, PWCs are banned along the national park. This whole island is a national park, and so you can't drive them on the beach and launch them, and the nearest marina is 30 to 40 miles away. So it's just logistically, it doesn't work. So it is what it is. You know, having a PWC out there would have changed everything. Historical waves would have been ridden, but just getting to witness it and be there was so special, and taking you guys along for that is rad. So, and it was rad to show Koa Rothman, this big wave professional surfer, was here in Hatteras Island, got to see a big swell, got to see what we try and surf when it's bombing here. It was rad to hear that he was scared and just how crazy he thought the conditions were. And unfortunately, he just came to North Carolina to hang out and surf, not to chase the swell. So he only had shortboards, and then this swell popped up. So Koa, next time you're gonna have to bring some step ups. So if you guys don't follow him, be sure to head over to his YouTube channel. One of the top big wave surfers in the world, chasing waves from Pipeline to Jaws to Chopu, everything. So check him out. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm just barely functioning. Who knows what we're gonna get into next. I appreciate all the support and everyone following along. I know this was probably gonna end up being a long episode based off how everything played out, but I wanted to run you guys through the preparation, the big day, and then today, and just the whole roundabout of a classic swell here on Hatteras Island. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't been, be sure to hit subscribe so you can follow along with these episodes, and the rest of y'all already know the deal. I'll see y'all next week.